What happens at 10 a.m. in Singapore and 10 p.m. in small town, really crappy Canada, living with my parents? What? It is the Berlin Change Days Comes to Barcelona podcast. And I have Cynthia J. Is that correct?
Zhai.
Jai. Oh, Jai. I was like, but it looks, yeah, Jai. And I just learned that my name would start also with a ZH. How
Yes.
cool. And are you from Singapore?
No, I was born and raised in China.
Okay. So my Chinese name starts with a ZH.
Yes.
That's so cool. Because Jessica is the most boring name and the most popular name in North America for like 10 years
Mhm.
in the 80s. And I see your name is Cynthia. So did you
Yeah.
choose that name or were you born Cynthia?
No, I chose that name myself because I saw the meaning. It means moon goddess.
Oh,
Yes.
goddess. Nice. And
Yeah.
does your last name mean something? Does it have a meaning?
No, so it's more like a surname passed on from family.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
nothing like the voice of angels and you were just destined to be a voice coach.
I wish. Maybe I should do some research on that.
Yeah. What's in the name, they say? Yeah. Mine.
Yeah.
Great. We are so honored for you to join us. People who are watching, we have a rock star. I don't know which side she's on in your camera, but she's coming to the Barcelona Change Days. And we are going to have a big event about effortlessly finding your voice. And
Yes.
a lot of speakers, well, we go to this is my story. I go to Toastmasters. I joined when I was 16. I win a lot of them. Whenever I travel, I'm trying to build my career as a professional speaker, and I don't know how to breathe when I talk. It's like ridiculous, and I'm not the only one. So what you do is like elevate us to a different level, or what common mistake do you find with most of us professional speakers or coaches or trainers?
Okay. So there are quite a number of them.
Yeah.
One, of course, is quite common. People would always say that, oh, Cynthia, I speak very fast.
Uh,
So speaking fast is one of those common problems. And the other one is, of course, that for some speakers, when they get excited, passionate, after a while, they feel they have a sore throat.
mhm.
And the third one would be that they don't know what the problem is. They just feel that the voice is not conveying enough impact.
So are you able, like one of those psychic women, are you able to like listen to one cent or an AI app, like one sentence and to diagnose what they're doing wrong with their voice?
Ah, it may not be psychic, but something that we can we can really analyze. So
Yeah.
usually when I listen to their voices, I would be able to hear the issues they have, and
Yeah.
sometimes because the voice is reflecting everything about us, so it
Mm.
also reflects what might be stuck in us, mentally, emotionally, physically, of course. So for
Mm.
that reason, sometimes people don't want to talk to me anymore.
You're worse than a therapist. You're like, I know what happened to you when you're 5. Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
that's what we can hear in the voice.
Is that fun for you to like sit in the subway and just like listen to people and diagnose them secretly?
Oh no, not really. So
I
I'm
guess.
mostly listening to some audiobooks or podcasts.
Oh, even them who do it professionally have problems, huh?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Would you say 80, 90% of us are not talking or breathing right, or what are the numbers?
Yeah, that's right. So I would say, but now, with all kinds of different exercises that's related to breathing, that
Mhm.
people are the percentage is decreasing, meaning that the percentage of people not breathing properly is decreasing. I would say probably it's about 85%.
Hmm. Okay. And do you think there's a link? Well, because mindfulness has blown up in the West, and that slows you down. That's helped you? You're nodding. Yeah, that was good for you
Yes,
guys, for us.
yes, yeah.
Yeah. Is that a part of your process? Is like this mindful? breath, or is it mostly tongue, throat exercises, or is there a deeper mindfulness approach? Or
So even though I don't use mindful breathing or mindful practices, but it does require a lot of awareness. So a lot of my clients, they realize, for example, if they want to breathe properly, if they want to use the proper breath, and they realize it's like, oh, I have to pay a lot of attention. I have to be very aware. I say, yes. Have you heard of the saying that learning starts from awareness?
Like,
So it
nope,
does.
fortunately.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it does require a lot of awareness, or as the popular saying, mindfulness.
Yeah, same thing, different fancy word. Can charge more for mindfulness than awareness class. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I have to say, with my pathetic 200 followers on YouTube, how the hell did you blow up there? My God, you have followers from everywhere wanting to. Well, the answer is you're amazing, but is there another answer, like a trick, a tip? Did you hire a special SEO guy, or was this just hard work, years of delivering great content?
So the good news is we don't need to spend tons of money on that. So I think it's one is consistent work.
Okay.
So when I started back in 2010, so I was recording a video every week.
Okay.
So over time, the more you started to produce the quality work, of course, quality work, and the more people started to find you. And thanks to the Google algorithm, so once you started to be watched more, once in a while they would promote one of your videos.
That helps.
So that,
consistently.
yeah.
So give me a little bit of hope. Did you start off with just a couple hundred people, or did you start off with a good 10,000?
Oh, started, I think it's very small number. But
Really?
I didn't check until I was about to reach like 5,000. That's where I started to notice, okay, I'm getting more.
Oh, wow. Wow. So you didn't
So
hire
it's,
a big fancy firm to help you promote, you just consistently
no,
gave
it's
quality.
it's purely organic. So I would say that two things. One is consistent work, consistent good quality work.
Uh-huh.
Two is that I do address, for example, the most common voice problems, like the first question you asked me. So whenever people or in my clients, they came with me always with the same voice problem. So I started to make a video about it.
Wow.
So that's one that, so you are addressing their issues, their problems.
So you
And then
solved
two, of course, yeah, that in a way also help you to be found. Like a lot of clients, they came to me, they say that, okay, I want to have a powerful voice. I said, okay, then let me make a video about develop your powerful voice. Then guess what? Actually, that video now I haven't checked, but the last time when I checked, it got 1.3 million views.
Wow. So I was thinking, if I became famous like you one day, I'd go onto YouTube every day and just like count how many people there are. But at one point, one number, you just don't care, you don't check, or what happens when that happens?
It's I think when it reached 1.2, I didn't know. Actually, was another speaker friend. He
Yeah.
found. He said, "Oh wow, you reached 1.2 million views." I said, "Really?" So I went there and checked. I was amazed, and then that's about it.
You didn't celebrate with lobster and champagne and going out on the
No,
night of.
because I felt that that was the result. The result is really one to me is not something I was chasing after. Two was once it's there, it's out of my hand. The most important thing is as long as people still can get some benefit from that video, that's what I would be most happy about.
You sound very nice. Okay, so you have a vision for what you're going to be doing at the conference, the unconference, and you have the concept. Like, do you kind of get it? The unconference, that where we're co-creating it together. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yeah.
Have you been to that kind of a like co-creating open space kind of thing before?
I've attended.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So
And
we have about, oh yeah, we have about 20, well, by only now we have about 20 people giving workshops in the open space. And so they happen like at the same time. And
yes.
I was thinking for you that this is such an important topic that we do it as the big group. So, and they say, you know this more than me, but they say when people breathe together, even just 3 times, what's the science on that? Some kind of connection happens. Is there anything more than, is there something more impressive than what I just said?
Uh, so I've not done research on that one where people are
No.
in the same room breathing the same air. But
So,
when I when I was in Hawaii 2 years ago, they were saying that like the word aloha,
oh.
and the ha means breath. So in the past, I'm not sure whether you've heard of it, that how they greet each other is that they would be touching their forehead and then they give each other breath. So that
Oh,
yes, so
aloha.
that's a way that they greet each other, where they feel that breath is so precious, and so they
Beautiful.
see breath as very precious and very divine as well.
Oh my
And
gosh,
you will also notice that a lot of Hawaiian words, they do have the word ha in it. Uh,
ha,
like for example, family, right? Family in Hawaiian word is ohana, also have the ha,
ha, ha,
which means that how important breath is.
ha. Oh, it's very relaxing, isn't it?
Yes.
Ha, 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 ha. And
Of
it's
course,
lots.
some of my clients will be saying that, okay, nowadays I don't know whether I'll exchange breath that close with another
Yeah,
person.
exactly. We're gonna blame the Hawaiians for COVID. Breath is sacred, but not after garlic. There's some
Yes.
limits to that,
Yeah.
right? If we all have garlic for the gala dinner, then we can do that. So I teach laughter yoga. I do
Yes.
laughter therapy. I'm a therapist and use improv and clown. So my world is all about humor and blah blah blah. So and the noise is ho ho ha ha. And have you ever participated in laughter yoga?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so it's breath work, really, isn't it? Like
Yes.
ha
Yes.
ha ha and ha 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 ha. Woo! That's more exercise that my lungs have in like a whole year, right? It's
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
powerful
Then
cleansing.
yeah. So then you will notice how important the breath really is. It is showing up in almost every practice that we have.
Hmm. Do you also just, I don't know, this is me being selfish, but to get to know you a little bit more, do you also get into the ideas of like rebirthing and the breath techniques that they use in, I don't know in all of Asia, but I know I lived in India. Yes, you're
Yes.
nodding. You practice some
I've
of that?
tried. Yes, I've tried once with rebirthing experience. It was just purely breathing.
Yeah, right.
The entire, I forgot, was it half an hour or 20 minutes?
Yeah.
The entire time was just breath. But
Yeah.
after that, I felt very light. My body was very light.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. I remember I lived in Brazil. I have a back problem that my whole life has, well, been the most annoying thing in my life. And I was looking for psychosomatic healing because I knew it was an emotional, spiritual problem, not really a physical problem. And so
Mm.
I spent 15 years of my life traveling the world trying to find out. And it's so annoying. I'm so annoying because almost everywhere I went to these, I've been to 53 countries. Like I saw you've traveled and taught in 40, 50 countries as well. And it's like everywhere I went, almost every method that had results was focused on breath. And I'm like,
Mm.
breath is free. Why didn't I learn this when I was 26? Like, why did it take me 15 years of traveling around the world to get to the fact that all I have to do, not all, but be present, breathe, cleanse, feel the emotions, exhale, in and out, this too shall pass. Like it's free. Healing is free. Power is free. And you're not
Yes.
free, but you know, breath is free. And
Yes.
it's beautiful. And we don't have the time. I don't have the time. I'm glad you're coming because it's a great,
Yes.
another
Yeah,
reminder. Apparently I need 1,000.
yeah, breath is with us all the time. So it was with us when we were born,
Mm.
and He will not leave us until the moment we leave our physical body. So that's why sometimes I say breath is even more reliable than your spouse.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Well, breath can comfort you more than your spouse because half the time it's your spouse that's making you breathe unequally,
Yes.
right? You need a
Yeah.
spouse and a breath technique. Hmm. Do you also work with essential oils for amplified breathing techniques?
Oh no, but I personally use essential oils.
Yeah, yeah. Just so much nicer to smell that than your dirty laundry. It's motivating, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I don't want to actually give any of the secrets and the tips that you're going to be doing at the workshop away, but people who are listening in. Oh, we do have one comment. I didn't press on it. Who's said
Ah,
anything?
okay.
Oh, Cynthia. Felix Okoth has a question. Cynthia, what's the definition of a voice problem? That was 10 minutes ago, so maybe we answered it, but maybe you want to answer that?
Okay. Uh, to understand the definition of a voice problem, we first have to understand what is defined as a good voice.
Hmm.
So a good voice is a voice that's relaxed, that's open, that's projected out, that's also coming from a relaxed body. So
Hmm.
a good voice is coming from a relaxed body. When the body is not relaxed, the voice will show up as tense. So that
Hmm.
is considered so-called a voice problem. Uh,
Hmm.
the other thing is that a good voice is coming from the whole body, not just here. So when the voice is coming from the whole body, it's not only sounding better, but also that physically you feel better. You're also sending out better vibrational frequency. Uh, so
Ooh.
that's why if the voice is not coming from the whole body, it's also creating a lot of problems.
When you say whole body, I just like envision me, when I'm doing this meditation stuff in the middle of like India or whatever, and I'm like breathing through my knee and my toes, and I'm like letting light go through my whole body to cleanse myself. Like, are you talking about like whole body, or are you talking about just like expand your lungs and your diaphragm?
It's more the upper body,
Okay.
especially the chest here, because voice is really like, once you learn about voice, it's really like uh, an orchestra here. So an
Oh,
orchestra here, there are different instruments. So a lot of people they're only using the instruments here, but there are also instruments here we're not using. When we start to use the instruments here, they start to generate resonance, and that will change your voice quality.
huh. I heard just okay. I've been in like therapy since my back hurt, and I thought it was like a psychosomatic problem. Blah blah. Blah. I've been in therapy for so long, done all these different types of therapies around the world. And I just heard like 2 weeks ago, and it blew my mind that we can hear when someone's lying because the vibration and the energy with which they talk. And you're nodding. Have you known this for a long time? Because we just know when someone's lying, but how do we know? But you could probably explain that.
Yes. So one, of course, besides the voice, we also know that, for example, in NLP, neuro linguistic programming, they're also seeing the eye movement, right?
Yeah.
That's one. And then for the voice, yes, because as we mentioned, that we can hear everything in the voice,
Hmm.
even though that at times we try to hide, but even if you're hiding, people can still sense it. So it's
Yeah.
something because voice is vibration. When there is tiny thing happening inside of the body, mentally, physically, emotionally, it will change the vibration. So that's why we can actually most people, almost everyone, we have that ability to hear. It's just that we couldn't put our fingers on it. So
So,
the vibration changes.
so when that happens, we go, I just have a feeling that that person's lying to me. I can't prove it. Or
Yes.
I was speaking 2 days ago to my colleague. She's a Black woman in the States, and she was saying when they feel microaggressions, they just, it's like when someone's looking at you, when someone's attracted to you, we feel things from people, but we can't say it was because their eyebrow moved up or they moved their shoulder a little bit. And so we know when someone's lying or someone's sexually attracted to us, and it's the vibration because it's
Yes.
the energy. That's
Yes.
phenomenal.
Yes.
That's fascinating, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. Wow. So cool. Felix says, is bad voice related to fear, confidence, or anything else?
Yes, yes. So-called bad voice is related to all kinds of mental or emotional issues we have.
Hmm. Hmm. So I know Chinese medicine. So if this happens, it's related to rage. If your liver's da da da, it's
Ah,
well, that's rage, that's anger. If it's your
yeah,
stomach, it's fear. That like, can
right.
you hear in our voice the quality, what organ it's related to, and what emotion it's related to?
So I can hear the emotion and also what is being pressed. For example, there are people speaking in this way, so they're not letting the voice coming out.
Uh-huh.
Then you realize, oh, there's a lot of things that they're holding back. So then, of course, what exactly made the hold back? That's where I usually will explore with the clients, uh,
With the
so that
what?
we can the holding back. So the voice is not coming out. Instead, the voice is speaking like this.
Yeah. So
There can
like
be many reasons.
monotone. You mean like
Monotone. So
monotone?
monotone for this one, the monotone is the result.
Oh.
What created the result was that the voice is not coming out. So it's being held inside.
Hmm. Mm-hmm,
So it's
mm-hmm.
related to emotional, mental challenges that we have gone through.
So do you see yourself? I think you must use the title coach, but do you also see yourself in the therapy realm? And do you call yourself that as well, or do you like to stick to just like
Uh,
facts? Or
so for now, I am stick with the voice coach.
Mhm,
When it comes to deeper, for example, deeper emotional issues, trauma, I will refer them to a
mhm.
specialist.
Okay, you can help them realize what might be the problem, and then they can work on it with someone who's qualified in that.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, that's cool. Did, does this have anything? Did you study like Chinese medicine to understand this a little bit more, or?
Uh, so every year I study a lot of different programs myself.
Okay.
There is some Chinese medicine. There is also all kinds of different healing work that I have done. All
Hmm.
kinds of different spiritual programs I have attended.
Mhm.
And first, of course, I have healed myself in many ways, and
Mhm.
still in the way of healing.
Beautiful. I love your laugh. This like, it's a very deep.
my
I don't want to say jolly, but there's a beautiful quality to it, and I'm sure
Thank
that's
you.
because you've done your healing here, right?
My client said that I laugh like Santa Claus.
You do. That's why I called it jolly. Yeah, for the beautiful petite Chinese woman to have a Santa Claus laugh is quite enjoyable.
That's
What?
probably my new job. I can play Santa Claus during Christmas.
Well, there's not too many guys with big white beards with big fat bellies walking around in Singapore, I imagine. So
I
perhaps,
can, yes.
hey, that crazy thought has nothing to do with this, but it's always been a male Santa Claus. I think it's time for Mrs. Claus to start getting a little bit of attention. Why not let her do kind of the greetings, right?
Sure, yes. I just need a pillow. Put here.
Totally. Take your hair, you can like pull it around to the beard. Yeah, it'd
Yes.
be cool. Like skinny Asian Santa this year, kids. Diversity and inclusion. It's all made up shit anyway, so let's just
Yes.
make it more fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Wow. And maybe my last question, if I may, it's like
Yeah.
laughter. Laughter is contagious, but is there like a scientific reason why laughter is there's joy in the sound of it, that it's just what it is, or is there something more I can learn from you?
Very interesting because, as my clients started to work on their voice, just now we mentioned that voice coming from the body. As
Mhm.
they started to have more resonance from the body in their voice, their laugh also changes.
Ah,
So sometimes I said, did you notice that now you have belly laugh? So
yeah,
the laughter, most of the times, because when we are laughing, we're relaxed as well.
yeah. And so
So we,
because
yeah.
we both train people to speak in public. I'm not a specialist in voice whatsoever. I'm a specialist in humor. and I guess confidence in that way. And women say, oh, I laugh a lot because of nervousness. And it's so freaking clear when it's a nervous laugh and when it's a real laugh. And it can only, they're similar, but it's a world of difference. And it must be the energetic body relaxed part explanation, right?
Yes. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. And also
Huh.
the whole body, you know, when we're really laughing,
Yeah.
the whole body is engaged.
Yeah.
So that's the same for anything, for voice as well. The whole body needs to be engaged in the voice projection in speaking.
That's beautiful. Oh, laughter. Laughter. It's my favorite sound, my favorite radio station. Yeah. I'm constantly laughing in my own head at my own stuff. And I say, when I teach humor to people, I'm like, as long as you laugh, because that's contagious. If you see someone on stage, even if they're not very engaging or interesting or attractive to look at, if they're laughing and enjoying yourself, you can't help but
That's right.
feel that. So if you're
Yes.
terrible on stage, laugh more. That's going to
So
save you.
so I got comments sometimes. They said, "Oh, there are places that it was funny, but there are places that because you were laughing, they were
Aw.
saying that I was laughing, so they found it funny, so they started laughing."
Well, both of your pictures on LinkedIn are of you laughing your head off.
Yes.
So you chose those on purpose because you want to communicate probably effortless, embracing the power of yourself. If you are your voice and your energy and you're just transmitting what's happening inside of you, your voice is you, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful. Well, I took a couple extra minutes and now it's bedtime over here in small town Canada and you have a whole day before it's the
Yes.
weekend.
Definitely. Yes.
Yes. Thank you. That was delightful. You're delightful,
Yes.
Mrs. Claus.
Thank you. And then shall we call for people to join us in Barcelona?
We should. Yes.
Yes.
You can hop on the flight. She'll pick you up on the way over. Maybe are you stopping in Mumbai? Where are you stopping? Dubai?
I don't know yet.
Haha, you don't know yet. Great.
Most likely Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking when you come, we could on the Friday, it starts officially like at the like kind of more Friday night or Saturday morning. But I thought we could do like a Barcelona wide event where we could get lots of people to come so that you could do a workshop there and get, all well, it'd be all of my coach or trainer friends and Toastmasters friends, but
Yes.
that'd be that'd be fun. I thought maybe for you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I try and I'll arrange that? Yeah.
Yeah. So whoever is watching, let's invite them to join us in the Barcelona.
Yeah. Barcelona, baby. Awesome. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful weekend.
Sure. Thank you, and have a good night's sleep.
Good night. Bye.